it a little bit, you know, and the strap will help a lot as far as feeling familiar to the instrument. Without a strap, they feel like totally like you're holding a boat oar with strings on it when you're used to it acoustic.
Yeah, this seems just really good. Not too bad.
Oh, it just needs that's that screw needs to be.
At this point in the video, I'm about to polish these frets with my handmade polish. And I will not be showing this portion of the video simply because that is a secret process that I use, that only I use. I'm the only man in the world that does this to a guitar, and I don't care to share that information. I hope you don't mind. I'll have a photo or some video of it after I'm done doing that polishing process, have the neck cleaned and oiled with linseed oil, and the next thing you will see is that. Well, like I said, we'd be back with the neck all finally polished. I used my own personal polish on this. I have cleaned all of the wood on the fretboard, and you can see the old man fingernail disease out there in the middle, where he's bending notes and digging those fingernails in, and where he never touched the fretboard right up there. You can see the money right there out in the middle. I wonder how much money this guitar made. Boom. There it is. And you might notice also on this neck, there are like belt sander marks that go across the grain. Kind of get a good idea of it right in there. And on the first and second frets, you can see those. That's just how they made them back in the day. Pretty sad. I did my best to remove some of those cross grain sanding marks by scraping the fretboard with a razor blade. To me, it's not worth it to remove all of that vintage touch and construction on the guitar, but it did smooth out the fretboard, and I am guessing it when I get strings on this bad boy, it is going to feel a whole lot better. Now, one other thing I'm going to do when I put the guitar back together again is I'm going to shim the neck. The saddle is bottomed out. Let me show you. I have no adjustment on this. Can't turn it up. It's all the way bottomed out on both sides. I'm going to put a shim in that neck to tip it back just a little bit. It's very common on harmony guitars. And that will allow me to raise this saddle so that there is some adjustment in it. If it needs. I prefer that over having it bottomed out and nowhere else to go. I think you would appreciate that too if the wood in the neck decides to shift or move or do what wood does. It's a piece of wood, right? Yeah. Right on. So I have put the neck back on her, and I have polished her, and I have cleaned the electronics down here. You can see them. They're all nice and clean now. Now you will witness me in miraculous world-breaking time restring this Bigsby. I love these. They're awesome.
better be kind of brutal, and don't forget you got it. If you want to go back and forth, take advantage of it on that six. Aggressive on that song. That's what sells that song, is being aggressive. The tone's everything. On the acoustic, you're gonna have to.
Okay, it's restrung and tuned up. Now it's time to set the neck relief. Yeah, my tool.
So that was a real simple one.
My tool. And my tool.
Well, just think about the G of what gets you back on track, you know. Like, like my first wife, they just lay in there, and they needed some excitement in it, so I kind of,
wow. It's absolutely perfect. Now, do I have room to drop this string action? And
because sometimes they get sick of things being stale. Does that make sense? When you've been around as long as I have, you played in as many bands
nope.
and gigs as I have.
Absolutely not.
There was a period of time there where I played every night for years. And I'll tell you what, I'll be sick of it.
Time for another neck shim. I gotta tilt that bad boy way back. I'll be back. Hey, happy Friday morning, day after, what is it, Halloween. Thanksgiving's coming up, and Christmas. You got your Christmas tree up yet? All right, you're looking at the Harmony H74 that is strung up, tuned up, with the Bigsby working just perfectly. We have repaired the pick guard. I have repaired all of the electronics in this instrument. About ready to clip the strings off it. It's tuned up, ready to go. I'm trying to think of some other stuff. We did the intonation setup. I did place a shim in the neck to get the neck angle correct, so we do have some adjustment now on the saddle if the string action wants to be raised or lowered. In particular, it can be lowered now. And also what that did is it made the pickup height much more acceptable. Those were awful darn close with this saddle all the way bottomed out the way it was. The pickups were way too close to these strings. So now we have good balance between the two pickups. The neck position pickup is a little bit louder than the bridge. There's nothing I can do. I could shim the underside of these pickups and bring them up a little bit, but that's going to make them brighter, not necessarily louder. So everything's working good. I will do a demo of this shortly. Keg, you guys got burned on this, and you're burning everyone who buys a can of this, because 50% of it ends up on the workbench or on a really fine instrument. Please, you guys, this is absolutely, utterly ridiculous. Take a hint from WD-40. This is a $5 can. This is a $15 can. You guys, come on. There you go. Peace, y'all. My rant's over. Woo! Happy Friday! 51st week, 1965. This Harmony guitar came to life. The faux cutaway. Yeah. Fully restored. Back to its original beauty and luster. Aside from the frets are better than they've ever been on this guitar, because I set them up. What else am I going to do? The electronics are all cleaned up. Intonation saddle is set to have excellent string action across the fretboard. The neck relief is absolutely perfect at 12 thousandths. I've done 11 to 48 with respect to the string gauge on this, and the Bigsby sounds amazing. We'll do a little jam on this thing. Sound all right? We'll do a little demo. Let's see how we do. Let's see. I'm gonna do this. Here we go. Yeah, 1965. It's really awesome to have an instrument like this. My compliments, Dan. She's ready to go home. Come get her. Peace, y'all. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.